First thing to do is once you're on the Google website, click on the icon at the top and look for the Maps icon. So scroll through your icons until you find it, click on it. There's this window on the left that opened up. There's a little collapse side panel button up there, so I'm going to collapse that down. And then I'm going to zoom out until I can see the names of the cities and towns with a little dot underneath them. So if you look right now, you just see the names of the cities, and then if I keep zooming out at a certain point, there, it switches to a little dot. And that dot, by the way, is where City Hall is in each of those towns or cities. So City Hall is where the mayor of the city works, and that's sort of the main building of the city government where the mayor works. And that's how they know where to put the dots on maps. So now if I want to find the distance, say, between Hamilton, which has a dot down here, and Mississauga up here, if I want to use Google Maps to do that, I'm going to right-click. I'm going to right-click on the dot below Hamilton like this, and then I'm going to say measure distance. It's right at the bottom here. Now it gives you a little hint on the bottom of what to do. It says click on the map to trace a path you want to measure. So I'm going to click on the dot for Mississauga up here. And when I click on that, you'll notice that it tells me down here at the bottom that the total distance is 41.61 kilometers. It also gives me the distance right here, 41.61 kilometers. Now if I want to clear that off, I'm going to click on the X at the bottom. That gets rid of it. And I can zoom out even more and I can say, okay, what about the distance from Mississauga all the way to Ottawa? That was our question of the day today, by the way. But the question of the day today asked you if you were driving by car. So this is going to be a different answer. So if you're driving by car, you would have to click on these yellow lines because these yellow lines here are the roads. But the way that I'm doing it right now is I'm measuring the distance between these cities as if I were a bird flying straight through the air from one city to the other. So here's Mississauga. I'm going to right click, measure distance at the bottom, and then I'm going to go up to Ottawa and just click it. 373 kilometers. Just like that. I'm going to do one more. This time I'm going to do one for more of a global distance. I'm going to measure the distance from Mississauga all the way around the world. I'm going to do, I think I'm going to do Tokyo. Tokyo is one of the largest cities on the planet. Here it is, right here in Japan. It's the capital city of Japan. So I'm going to right click on Tokyo and say measure distance. And then I'm going to zoom out a bit and go all the way back to Mississauga. There it is. By the way, this little star here, that's Derry West Village. Okay, so I got to zoom out till I see the dot. Now I'm going to click it and 10,338 kilometers. And if I zoom out, you can see that Google Maps took the shortest route. So the shortest route is way up there. Remember, the Earth is a sphere. So it's easier to see the shortest route if you zoom out to the way the Earth looks like that, when it's like a sphere, a ball in space. So that would be the shortest route if you were going. And if you were flying in a jet airplane, that's exactly pretty close probably to the route that you'd take.